My name is Blake LeVine, and I am the author of the book Beating Bipolar, published by Hay House in 2012. I also am a bipolar survivor who faced a very rough 2 years, including several hospital stays, and it was a really dark time in my teens when I was diagnosed and couldn't find the right treatments. The good news is, with the right help, I would go on to finish high school and then go to college and get my master's degree in social work, and now focus on helping people with bipolar disorder and other mental health issues. Now, the topic I want to share about is one day getting married with bipolar disorder. I've met many people with bipolar that get diagnosed in their teens or their college years, and it's a very scary time. But as they start to move on from their diagnosis, they start to wonder, can they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Can they get married? Can they one day have children? And the easy answer to this question is yes. People with bipolar do have the ability to get married and have a family, but you need to really work on yourself. I found that I am a healthy parent because I've learned to take care of myself. I keep my mental health in check. I go to my doctor. I stay on my meds. I keep myself stable so that I can be a good parent, because let's be honest, when you have children, there is added pressure. You might have to wake up with the child, you might have to take care of them, you might have to balance having a job and caring for the children. These are all stressful situations, but if you're strong mentally and emotionally, it makes it a lot easier. I've also found that people ask me, if I have bipolar and I have children, will they definitely have bipolar? And no one knows for sure if bipolar is always given to the next generation. In my experience, not everyone that has bipolar has children that have bipolar. And I also think when people have said to me, why did you have children knowing that you have bipolar? Well, my answer is this. In my own case, when I got sick and I had hallucinations and paranoia and delusions, my family didn't know what was going on. They weren't sure if I was using drugs or if I was uh, having some type of issue with my brain. They didn't really understand, and it took a long time to figure out that I had bipolar 1 and that it was that reason that my problems were happening. Whereas as an advocate for bipolar and someone that really understands it, I would know well earlier. I would have seen symptoms and signs early on in my life, and I would have gotten help much sooner. So what I want to say to you is, if you are bipolar, it's important to know that you can have a marriage. You can find someone that loves you. I remember when I first started to have a girlfriend after being diagnosed with bipolar, there were several months where I dated her and I was worried if I told her, what was she going to think? Was she going to say, hey, I don't want to be with you, or, I can't believe you waited to tell me. But I waited a couple months and I finally told her, and she was very kind. And what she said shocked me but made me very happy. She said, listen, you're very nice, you take good care of me, you're a kind boyfriend, I'm very happy to be with you, and just because you got sick a few years ago doesn't mean you don't deserve to be in a relationship. We dated for a few years and still remain friends to this day, and I ended up meeting my wife a couple years later after her. But by knowing that I was lovable and that I could have a relationship, it really helped me to have the confidence to continue to pursue dating. And when I met my wife, I told her openly that I had bipolar, and she's been very supportive. And I want you to say that I hope you find someone like that. I hope you find a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or wife who will get you and who will understand you. And every single person I met, because I work with many people with bipolar and without bipolar, and we all have issues. There's no human being that doesn't go through problems or have challenges, and there's no relationship that's perfect. So I'd like to say that just think that if you have bipolar, you're still a good person, you're still lovable and valuable, and hopefully someone out there will see that. And I encourage you to move forward in your life and know that even if you're facing this issue, you have the potential to lead a successful, fulfilling life, doing all the things that you set out in your heart. And I remember when I got sick, a lot of my goals and dreams got knocked down. I didn't think I could ever achieve that stuff again. But as I got healthy, I would go on to lead a very fulfilling life and do many terrific things. I wrote a wonderful book that was published. I've done speaking all over the country, and I have a beautiful wife and children. So please know that you can achieve whatever you set out to in your heart, and don't let this illness take away all your dreams and goals. And if you'll really work on it, find a good doctor for your meds, find a therapist. I also do life coaching by phone, by video, through Skype, and also in person at my offices in Florida. I'd be more than happy to work with you and help you get some guidance. And if you need someone to talk to that understands, my fees are relatively affordable for someone that knows a lot about bipolar, and I'd be happy to help you. You can reach my office directly. The number is 213-304-9555. That's 213-304-9555. You can also look at my website, BlakeLeVineCoaching.com. That's BlakeLeVineCoaching.com, and you can see the link below. And please know, we as bipolar people have the ability to do good things in the world. We often see negative things in the media about when someone with bipolar does something wrong, but I think there's another side. There's people with bipolar that are happy people, that are healthy people, that are contributing to our communities, that are working, that are making progress. And I hope as generations go on, we'll start to look at bipolar in a way that doesn't have to be thought of as negative, because I've met a lot of amazing people that suffer from this condition and move forward to be productive and healthy members of society. I want to thank you so much for watching this, and feel free to reach out to me, 213-304-9555. Thanks a lot.